Life often finds a way to place us in moments of immense pressure, whether it's during demanding days at work, within the complexity of our relationships, or while navigating deeply personal battles. These experiences can feel all-consuming, like waves crashing over us without mercy. In those moments, it's easy to let the pressure define us, to allow stress to take control of our emotions, decisions, and even our sense of peace. But imagine for a moment, what if we didn't let pressure consume us? What if instead of reacting with anxiety or fear, we responded with calm, composure, and clarity? What if we could meet life's chaos not with panic, but with a deep inner peace that holds firm like a mountain in a storm? Today, we're going to explore how Buddhist wisdom can help us remain grounded, centered, and composed, even in the most overwhelming moments of our lives. The Buddha once profoundly stated, "All things are impermanent." This truth holds especially for the pressure we feel day to day. Stress and anxiety often arise from our deep-rooted attachment to outcomes, to expectations, to the fear of what could go wrong, and to our desire for control. But when we embrace the Buddhist understanding of impermanence, we begin to see the temporary nature of our difficulties. We realize that nothing remains forever, not the joy, not the pain, not even the pressure. Even the most intense situations will eventually pass, and just reminding ourselves of this can be a powerful act of grounding. This too shall pass, a phrase so simple, yet deeply healing. There's a timeless story in Buddhist tradition. It speaks of a king who was overwhelmed with anxiety and the burdens of leadership. He sought guidance from a wise sage who handed him a ring. Inscribed on it were the words, "This too shall pass." Perplexed, the king asked for its meaning. The sage gently explained, "Whatever you're going through, be it joy or sorrow, triumph or trouble, none of it lasts forever. Everything changes." That little ring became the king's constant reminder to stay calm amidst chaos, for both the good and bad were fleeting. When we are under pressure, our minds often spiral, projecting worst-case scenarios, creating stories of fear, and imagining consequences that haven't yet happened. We leap ahead in time, worrying about things far beyond our control. But Buddhism gently pulls us back, teaching us that the only moment we truly possess is the one we are in, right now. This is the core of mindfulness, the practice of full presence. When we learn to be deeply aware of the present, we detach from the whirlwind of anxious thoughts and come back to the simplicity of now. The Buddha emphasized, "Be mindful of your thoughts, your words, and your actions." When we practice this kind of awareness, we become the eye of the storm, the stillness in the center of life's chaos. Pressure loses its power when we stop resisting the moment and instead begin to engage with it consciously. At the root of so much of our suffering lies attachment, another central teaching in Buddhism. The Buddha didn't say we suffer because of the events themselves, but because of our resistance to them, our attachment to how we want things to unfold. We often cling tightly to specific outcomes, to expectations, to ideals we've constructed. And when reality doesn't align, that's when pressure and inner conflict begin to boil. Letting go, however, sets us free. The Buddha once said, "You only lose what you cling to." Picture holding a burning coal tightly in your hand. The longer you hold on to it, the more pain it causes. But the moment you release it, the pain stops. Life works in the same way. The more we grip outcomes and resist what is, the more we suffer. But if we can release our need for control, even just a little, we open ourselves to peace. During moments of intense pressure, our body becomes tense, our breath shallow, our heart races. But one of the most effective ways to return to the present, to soothe the mind and body, is through something incredibly simple: the breath. The Buddha taught that the breath is a doorway to mindfulness. Just a single deep, intentional breath has the power to reconnect us with the here and now. Try it. Breathe in deeply, hold for a few seconds, then exhale slowly. Feel your body relax, feel your mind begin to settle. In that moment, remind yourself, you are alive, you are safe, and you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. As the Buddha said, when the mind is calm, the world is calm. That peace doesn't come from controlling everything outside of us, but from cultivating stillness within. Another essential Buddhist teaching relates to the distinction between reaction and response. When life presses hard against us, the instinct is often to react, sometimes with anger, other times with frustration, fear, or anxiety. But Buddhism offers us another path, the path of wisdom, the path of conscious response. The Buddha taught the importance of patience and self-awareness. He once said, "You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger." This teaching is a profound reminder. When we let stress or anger drive our actions, we create even more suffering, not just for others, but for ourselves. Instead of reacting blindly, we can pause, take a breath, reflect, and then respond with intention, compassion, and wisdom. This moment of pause creates a space between the stimulus and our reaction, and in that space, transformation happens. Pressure is not something to run from. It is not our enemy. In fact, Buddhist wisdom encourages us to welcome pressure, to see it not as a threat, but as an invitation, an opportunity to deepen our mindfulness, to practice letting go, to respond with wisdom, to remember that all things, even this, shall pass. So the next time life presses heavily upon you, remember, impermanence is your ally, mindfulness is your refuge, breath is your anchor, and your response is your power. By embracing these teachings, we transform pressure into peace, chaos into calm, and suffering into self-awareness. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join us on this beautiful journey of awakening. Let's continue to explore the profound guidance that Buddhist wisdom offers us for navigating the complexities of modern life. Stay calm, stay mindful, stay wise, and always remember, within you lies the strength to rise above any challenge.